I'm Pat.
I'm Will.
Yeah, I'm Jeffrey.
Will hates ricotta.
I do, and
Yes.
lots of others. It tastes like kinetic sand to me, and I don't want that in my lasagna
Why did you taste the sand?
because that's what it looks like.
Did you wait? So,
Like chocolate looks like poop, so you don't eat that.
exactly. Does that mean you've also tried like fucking Nickelodeon Gak and a whole?
No, I've tried those things, but because I've tried ricotta and it
Tastes like
tastes like
nerds.
it looks like kinetic sand
Tastes like my kid's hands. Yeah,
after they played in kinetic sand.
yeah.
Yes.
You tasted the sand.
No.
Then you. So it has the texture of, but you don't know what it tastes like.
But it then tastes like that to me in my head.
Okay, so all right. So as Jules said in Pulp Fiction, he's like, sewer rat could taste like pumpkin pie, but I wouldn't know because I'm not going to eat the filthy motherfucker. Here's the thing: is you
That was
don't
dog,
know.
wasn't it?
No, it's sewer rat.
Okay, yeah.
But that's the thing is you have no idea what the actual sand tastes like. You have no idea because you didn't try it.
100%.
Right.
Yes.
It can taste like your vision of it.
Yes, and that's what ricotta cheese tastes like.
There you go. All right. All right.
100%.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Right.
fair.
So unless you ate the sand, it doesn't taste like the sand.
It tastes like kinetic sand.
You got to taste the sand.
No, I can see that what it looks like, and that's what it
He's
tastes.
not closing the loop here.
No, he's not.
No,
Because he's not. No, this is
A lot of my taste is based on vision.
vision is fine, but like I tasted those markers that smell good. They don't taste like they smell.
I didn't say it tastes like what it smells like.
Exactly.
I said it tastes like what it looks like,
Right.
and it looks like a
But
marker.
you don't know. Right. But if you just go by what your senses tell you, it smells like really good like watermelon candy.
Yeah, but I'm not going off of smell.
Exactly.
I'm going off of sight.
Right.
Well, anyway, you made really good lasagna,
Well,
Yeah.
cool.
even if you made it with shit cottage cheese.
I don't like cottage cheese either, but I can't
But you
taste
put it
right.
in there.
I know, and I
Well,
can't
then you
taste
put the fucking ricotta in there.
Well, I can taste the ricotta. It's kinetic sand, man. It ruins the whole texture of it,
Well, there you go. It's the texture of it. That's
which is
the
taste
problem.
to me.
Ricotta's not like gritty, like
No,
sand.
It is.
No, it's not.
It's this powdery, gritty.
The fuck did you buy?
Yeah, exactly.
It's this powdery,
You gotta
gritty.
get off the like
gooey
normal shelf, not
stuff.
that like discount shelf.
Any restaurant, wherever they have it, like it's just.
It's just cheese.
Yeah.
It is not just cheese. Well, it can be just cheese, but it is
just
not.
cheese.
It is not good.
Would you like stop buying your cheese at like Lowe's? Here's a like
I bought
This-
sawdust.
Like,
I think we discovered the problem here, man. Like
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
you're either paying way too much or way too little. Because like what you
When you go to a restaurant, that's not me doing it.
when you go to a all right, man. Like I'm not here to pick on restaurants, but like I guess I would ask you, where do you get your lasagna from at a restaurant? When's the last place you got lasagna at a restaurant?
Oh, that's a good question.
You know what I'm saying?
It's been
Place
it's been a
downtown.
while.
You know what I
It's
mean?
been a while,
I can't think of the name. But there's a place downtown that I went to.
and it tastes like fucking grout.
Well, no, it had ricotta, and it's always the last part that goes down because it squeezes out. It's like peanut butter. You can't get that taste out of your mouth. It's just terrible.
It's an extremely mellow flavor.
It's like
Oh.
milk.
It's like when people say like I can really taste the provolone. It's like no, you can't.
No,
This
you
is
can't.
a
Yeah, it is.
bonding agent for other cheeses.
Exactly. Yeah.
You use this because cheddar melts like shit, and you have to
And
you have to cut it with
because it's too fucking cheap to use Jack. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah.
And that's what I was like,
Cheese is supposed to be gooey, like
and that's where if you get like restaurant lasagna, it's because they're using something else wacky that's not really ricotta. It's because
You
They-
usually use bechamel. Yeah.
yeah, it could be yeah,
Yeah.
or they're using something that came from corporate where it's just like
okay,
I'm not
Olive Garden.
it is. Olive Garden is fine, but their food
Yeah, it's
comes out of
fine.
a press, man.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
it's
Yeah.
like they like their kitchen, like they like take the thing, they move it to like the lasagna like hole, and then they press it.
It's like Play-Doh press.
And then two guys like
Lasagna, yeah. It's like four guys. It's like, yeah, more Alfredo, please. Yeah.
yeah, they move it to the flats there. Yeah, that's
And it's fine. It tastes okay, but it's the last thing in your mouth, and it's not a good flavor.
all right, man. No, that's
Hey,
cool.
that's
That's
cool.
cool.
No,
Hey,
you
man.
made good lasagna. I like your
Uh,
lasagna.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
I
Yeah.
ate the hell out of it, so I mean, it's
I did
it
too.
does it
Yeah,
for me.
yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Well, it'll keep going that way. I
Yeah.
think I found my thing. I actually let the sauce cook for a while. So that,
Oh, okay.
so
There
that I
is a
listened to
difference.
you
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you listen to it.
So
About what? Your sauce?
letting it cook, not like I was only cooking it for half an hour.
Oh no, you gotta let it sit for a bit.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, okay,
the
yeah.
instructions I had said cook it for half an hour, so I cooked it for half an hour. And then I came over here and said, how do I get more meatier? Like, taste more meatier and not tomatoey.
Beef stock.
I don't
Carrots.
put any
Yeah.
carrots.
Totally. I'm telling you, man, you shred up a carrot on a cheese grater, put it in there, it just melts into it. It's amazing.
Huh.
Or time. I mean, that's
Or,
the
yeah, same
time,
thing.
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, so I let it cook for like 2 hours.
Onions. Put a little
I
bit of
didn't put
onion.
onion.
Oh, okay.
I put garlic
Yeah, okay.
and then
Do you
Italian
roast them
mustard.
first or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
and the other thing. You probably won't like it, but very small mushrooms.
Nope, not gonna do that.
That's what I thought.
Or
Definitely,
sardines.
definitely, no, not doing any of that.
Or no, not sardines, anchovies. Oh, you just let them melt in there? Mm.
I don't have a problem. I mean, I'll eat those things straight out of the can too. But
Nope, nope.
You know, I didn't know that for a while, but that's what Worcestershire sauce is made out of.
so or anchovies,
Anchovies. I didn't know that.
I believe it.
Yeah, no, it
I
totally
didn't know,
is.
but I can totally taste
Yeah,
it now.
totally. Yeah.
Like there is something to be said. Like the first time you have it, like what kind of fucking whack ketchup is this?
It's like fucking brown sauce, man.
Because the first time I was like, what do I use this on? Where would I, apply this?
But then you figure out it's everywhere. You know?
I don't, I don't even own any
Anchovies?
or Worcester sauce.
Oh, okay. All right. I use that to season all my steaks and all that stuff.
Some people do, some people don't, man. It's like our family. Here's the thing: we never used that shit like growing up. I was a late comer to the
What, Worcester?
yeah.
Really?
Never used that
We
shit.
use
Huh.
A1.
Well,
Well,
not
that's what that is.
well. A1's
I haven't used A1 since I.
it's different. It's
Well, it's that plus paste. You know?
look. There's
It's
way
got Elmer's in it.
to be fair. Look, there's way more acid in A1. There's way more.
There's a lot more vinegar in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't used A1 since I didn't know steaks didn't have to be well done.
Right.
Wait,
Right.
you just put ketchup on it, or
Oh, no, then they actually taste fine without stuff on it.
Right.
A1 was just for our hockey pucks.
Right.
oh,
You had to wet the motherfuckers to get them down.
well, yeah, you need a little bit of lube on it.
Yeah.
Or have any flavor or anything.
Was that your dad? He was
Yeah,
like burning the
yes,
shit out
of
of him.
course.
Yeah,
Because somebody died.
okay. Of course, yeah. Yeah. Don't leave your fucking windows closed either. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, until then, it was definitely A1 all the way.
All it takes is one.
I don't think you knew the guy, Dad. I think you knew somebody that said they knew somebody who knew the guy that died. but I don't think you knew the guy that died.
Neither did your dad. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
T-bones were a mercy because you get
Why?
the tiny little piece there.
That's the strip.
And I thought the strip was
On
the
the
long.
Well, you have the
It's on the
fillet.
outside.
Fillet.
Yeah.
So yeah, you
So-
got the strip on one side.
Yeah.
You got the
But that tiny
uh,
little fillet would be next to the bone, so
Right.
it wouldn't cook quite as far
right.
as normal steaks that you would
So
cook.
that's what you had to put ketchup.
So that was the one you could actually just eat.
Just eat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't need anything else. But
So it was on the
everything else,
inside or what?
because the whatever's touching that bone there doesn't quite cook as well, and filet
It's
mignon
full of
is-
poison. Yeah.
So that was the one part.
What again? Why get the fatless steaks if you're also going to cook them down?
Incinerate it?
Yeah, exactly. Because like the
So
ribs,
just press down the hamburger patty.
Oh, those were crispy too.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, those were.
They were thin, and they were.
You gotta cook the fuck out of it in case you die. Got it. Yeah.
Right. These are
There
special
wasn't
things
no pink
because-
inside. It couldn't even be gray. Like it had to be like
Crispy. Yeah. Okay.
And look, I can get on board with some like if you char the shit out of something because you cooked it fast, right?
Hmm.
It's fine.
There can be that can taste great, right?
That's how I do my press burger. I do smash burgers like that all the time.
They're just
They're
done
delicious.
fast.
Yeah.
right?
Fuck yeah.
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 2 seconds. 2 minutes on each side. Just
Yeah.
flip them. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't miss that.
A different time and place, man. It's
Boy, put a steak like that in front of my boy, and he'd be like, "What the, what the hell?"
Congratulations, you made it to the bougie.
Yeah.
it's a weird thing to learn. I mean,
You don't know until you see it in the outside world, man.
like this is. I mean, there are people that like, this is from somebody that used to like chug like raw eggs and stuff. So I mean, there are some people that see like a soft boiled egg and they freak.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
I mean, you could look at this and say this is just not aesthetically pleasing, and that's fine. But like,
It does look like snot. Yeah.
it's fine. I mean, again, this is just like when I saw my mother, because when she had chickens, right, she just grabbed one straight out of the. Not out of the chicken. She just like hand in there. She didn't hand puppet the thing. It's like, I'm gonna get a fresh one. She just grabbed one straight out of the thing and just like
Yeah.
down it like right from the chicken.
Yeah.
It's like the best goddamn thing I've ever eaten. Like, I get it because there is something to that. But if you're not around that, you're like,
Correct.
what have you done?
I'm still the same way with eggs. So
Yeah. So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not eating it raw. Well, I used to where I mix it into the rice,
you just crack it on rice. That's
but I haven't done that in forever either.
That's poverty food, man.
I even joke about that shit, man. That's what One Punch Man eats when he's broke. It's true.
Yeah, I get that. It still has to go in a ring on the griddle. You know,
Where
where you can kind of turn it into MacGuffin.
and you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Just because I'm okay with it. So I can understand some people looking at a steak that's rare
Blue.
and being like, oh my god. But
Yeah, I don't like it that rare, or I don't like it rare.
I'm fine with it. But I mean, I think that rare, there's still like the flavor doesn't quite turn over until like it has to get a little bit further.
It's got to be
than that.
pretty warm
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the inside. I don't know. Like I've gone down the steak, like kind of like
you did.
I was medium well, then medium rare. Now it's still got to be a little bit warm in the middle.
If
Because
it's cold, it's a little bit.
I've had blue steaks, man, and
Yeah.
they're just like.
Do they just sear the outside on a blue steak?
Well, and that's fine. That's enough to kill all the boogers.
Well,
on it.
yeah.
Yeah. Because it's sealed. So, but yeah, there's sometimes where it gets a little gamey.
Well, let me put it to you this way. Like, So the last time I went to the grocery store, I had one thing in mind. I mean, I had to get a couple of things, but there was one thing in mind that I really wanted because I hadn't had it in years. The thoughts just in my head, and I'm like, I'm going straight to the beefaroni aisle, right?
Whoa!
Just want a beefaroni.
Hey,
Wow. Okay.
I just rip the the lid off the can and just.
Well, they have a nice little pull ring now.
That you now use as a spoon.
No,
No, man, you
pull
just
the lid
like
off and just
tap the can a couple times and goiter it down. Yeah.
well, and here's the thing: is I pull the ring off and I just eat it straight from there with a spoon. But a lot of people are going to look at this and say, like, you're not going to cook that?
yeah.
Like,
No.
that's what I'm talking.
It's already cooked.
Completely edible.
Fine.
Yeah, it's already cooked.
But you seem to think that is vile.
That is,
So it's okay. I get it.
not definitely not.
You're just going after tomato sauce at that point in time.
No, I don't know.
Dude, I've eaten SpaghettiOs out of the can.
Oh, yeah.
That's all you're going
No.
after.
Well, no, I love SpaghettiOs from the can. It's
I
not
know.
just tomato sauce.
That's all it is.
No,
It's already cooked.
it has stuff in it. It's got meatballs.
Depending on which one you
Yeah.
get. But yeah,
Which
sure.
can you grab?
I am not buying regular spaghetti. That's a waste of time.
I've done that.
Well, that's the one with the Franks.
Oh, those are the
So they're
best.
okay.
They're the best.
The meatballs kick the shit out of Frank's
They
10
do.
times out of
I
10.
agree. Yeah.
Because those Franks are not. They're something.
They're skinny hot dogs, man. You always have to be like really suspicious of like a hot dog that has like less the diameter of a normal hot dog.
So I haven't seen hot dogs like this on the shelf.
Nope.
It's weird. They make them just for you?
Yeah, probably.
Because that means they're left over from something. I'm like, okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Frank's, huh? Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Sure.
Yeah.
And Livy won't eat either one of those. Just straight
No
SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs?
She'll do SpaghettiOs, but none of that stuff in it.
Shit, man, I haven't had any SpaghettiOs in a while.
I haven't either. But she does.
They're fine. They're still fine.
They'd be fine.
Those actually still taste the same.
Cooked. Not eating it cold.
Actually, I kind of like them a little bit globby.
I'm telling you. Yeah,
No.
You don't want them running off the side of your spoon, man.
It's okay. I can get it on the next one.
Yeah, okay.
get it next.
Those ones can jump for their life and think they're safe.
Oh no, they're all doomed. That's that poverty food that I remember, man. That and Totino's pizzas.
I've thought about getting a Totino's.
Dude,
Time, yeah.
I will not like bag on those. I mean, they're square now.
Are they really?
They're all square. And so you can fold it into a giant pizza burrito.
Well, the best application I saw of that was to basically, you take your knife and you make it into Fiesta strips.
No, I like it like in fucking tostada format.
I think those things are fucking garbage. So we're talking.
Okay.
So if I'm going to the freezer aisle for a pizza, I'm actually going for
The Red Baron.
the Red Baron.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I agree with you
I go for whatever's on sale.
Hey, dude, I mean, other stuff that I went looking for, like, I don't think Hungry Man's a thing anymore. I went looking for
on that. Really?
no, like the only the only pot pies I can find are made by Marie Callender's. Those are fine,
Yeah, they're okay.
but they don't make like Swanson and Hungry Man don't make.
They don't
straight
make
up
it a Swanson like
the squares.
yeah.
Nope.
Really?
Can't find them. They're circular, right?
Is that just in Safeway? I think
Yeah.
Walmart might. I think Walmart still got Hungry
Well,
Do
that's
they?
great
I'll take a
value.
look.
Yeah.
And I was looking for straight up, like, they do have a couple of like TV dinners. They're not quite the same. They're
Do you
not.
remember the old banquet dinners?
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there were certain things like, I don't know why. Like, if the dessert just doesn't cook right, don't include it. Like, that brownie gets fucked up, or
You're
that.
supposed to scoop it out.
What?
Like you cook it part way and then you're supposed to scoop it out. You're not supposed to let it cook in there the whole time.
Just hold a full motherfucker in half.
Oh. All right.
The
Well, okay.
directions specifically say to do it that way because otherwise it's terrible.
Well, and that apple shit, like,
It was all
I
right.
remember like the blueberry cobbler that you get in that.
yeah, I mean, that one kind of came out okay, but yeah, it's
Yeah, okay.
If you cook the brownie the entire length that you cook the dinner, it's
it gets fucked
yeah,
up. Man.
yeah.
Okay, all right. You're supposed to scoop that up.
Yeah, it's actually light and fluffy.
Huh, all right.
I never did that. Yeah.
Okay, I read the instructions, not just the time.
I don't know. I always had bad choices in that. You get like the what was the turkey flanks or whatever they were. Where you get like 3 shingles of turkey.
Yes, yeah. And your stuffing's underneath.
Right.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you get corn and like a mouthful of mashed potatoes.
You know?
You said it because I mean that's the thing is you did have some good potatoes. The thing is that you had to Minecraft underneath
Yeah, because it would
the
spill
radioactive
over
surface.
and-
They were all sawdust, man.
Well, and then especially when you
It
learn
had like
later on.
yellow goop in it that was supposed to be butter, but it
Oh, I put some butter.
You could zhuzh it up, but yeah, you had to actually like
wasn't.
you could zhuzh it up, but you had to. Here's the thing: it's like it's like breaking like a wheel like Parmesan cheese. You actually had to like open up the lid, and that's where the actual
You
potatoes
need
would be.
dental floss to eat it.
Yeah,
I use whatever the squeeze butter is.
they don't sell that
They
either.
don't
That
sell
is
that
gone.
anymore.
I
What,
was
really? The squeeze
parquet
butter?
squeeze butter. No, it's not to be found.
I don't think they
Because
have spreads but I don't think I've seen squeeze butter.
I haven't used non-butter in like 20 years. So
I,
once I
I
realized that actual butter is cheaper.
well,
considerably, it's not.
my daughter likes butter on her toast, and so like the spreadable stuff just melts.
Well, you can do that with regular butter too.
Yeah, but it takes way
No,
I leave my butter out. I got a
Oh.
butter dish. So
Oh, my
yeah,
butter's
there's
in the
always
fridge.
butter at my house.
more. Well, I've always got butter at my house, but it's always in the fridge.
No,
there are.
I changed over to butter crack like probably 10 years ago. There's always soft butter in my
Gotcha.
house. It doesn't go bad
It doesn't.
It's fine.
as long as you don't let air touch it for too long.
I like cutting my hard squares.
Oh, I got those too.
Oh, you keep one in the fridge and one in.
It's a rotation. Once one gets too short to cut squares off, it goes right in the crack.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know if I'll pick that up, but
Yeah.
Well, look, there are fucking people out there who put their peanut butter in the fridge.
That is war crime.
well, I can't spread it all then.
Correct.
I know.
It comes with a screwable lid.
I know.
Soda jars that you put in the fridge.
Yeah, okay, fair.
I'm like, that can't be the standard. It goes in the cabinet.
Well, I don't know. I don't keep my jelly in the cabinet. And it's got a
Exactly.
screwable lid.
So you
that
can't-
goes in the fridge.
Yeah, so having a screw-on lid doesn't mean that it can go with
No, but this is the difference: is that peanut butter doesn't have a pop lid. If it has a pop lid, once it pops, it has to go in the fridge. Peanut butter.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, it's sealed.
Yeah.
You have to peel the.
Well, it's got that crap on it, but air is already touching that shit.
There's
Right.
air inside of the.
No, it's
Do you
vacuum.
keep your ketchup in the fridge?
Yeah, he doesn't have ketchup.
I don't keep ketchup.
Oh, okay.
I get my ketchup on the outside if I need it.
It's squeezable packs.
Right, yeah.
I don't like to keep that stuff around the house. man.
Rip tops and
it's- ketchup is just like it's an insult to food. It is. It's like your way of saying like I cannot stomach the way this tastes, so I'm gonna bury it in a completely oppressive flavor.
I use ketchup on my mixing.
I use ketchup all the
Yeah.
time. I use ketchup on my fish and chips.
You can look. That's
Yeah. Okay.
I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There are some things where that's the tradition. You're trying to put that kind of stuff together. It's fine. Same thing goes like if you go to the ballpark. I'm not gonna fucking harp on what you put on your wiener. It's up to you, right? There are some people like I will go over to the thing and I'll put everything they have on there, right? Um, it's just like you go straight. Like if you go to some places where they're like, help yourself to sauerkraut. Like yes, sir, I will, and I'll just everything that you can on there, right? But there are other people. It's like one little line of ketchup. That's
One line of
all I
ketchup.
need.
That's
Right.
it.
That's good. And the thing is,
On a wiener?
Yeah.
yeah. And
On
the
a
thing
hot dog?
is,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, just one line of ketchup, no mustard.
Yeah, one line of ketchup.
And I say
Okay. Yeah. All right.
that you always buy two. You buy one that you bury in whatever, and the other one is just straight.
It's a control
You
dog.
eat it,
Yeah.
nothing on it.
That's what I do.
You buy 2 dogs like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Sure.
Because the dog has to be good. That's
Well,
the
it
trick.
usually is good,
Yeah.
just on its own.
It's fine with those one line of ketchup.
Everything tastes
But
the
I
same
have
with one line of ketchup. It tastes like
Tastes
ketchup.
like ketchup.
Tastes like a hot dog with ketchup.
You ain't tasting no hot dog in that. You're tasting ketchup. That's why kids eat it that way.
Oh, I don't drown it in ketchup. That one line isn't going to make it totally taste like ketchup.
Yeah.
One line of ketchup goes a long way as far as like flavor goes.
Well, you don't want to put too much on where it's going to now squeeze out and start dripping.
Look, if you find yourself, actually, you guys wouldn't even eat this shit. I'm not gonna bring up like,
Right, I guarantee you. I probably
What, sauerkraut?
no, I was gonna bring up like French fries, but you guys are like weird about fries, so
I ate them straight. Salt and pepper.
I eat regular French fries.
if you find yourself with like some good fries, some thick fries, or some crinkle cut fries,
Steak fries.
yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
steak fries like thin.
Then you take the ketchup and you do this, and you
Well, yeah, for
That's
steak
the-
fries, yeah,
yeah.
you definitely drown it in salt infused ketchup.
correct that, and you put that salt on there. You can do other stuff. You can use the like that canister of stuff that they have at Red Robin and hit
Oh
it out
yeah,
there
yeah.
too.
That's
Good
yeah,
stuff,
Old
that's fine.
days, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Oh, I haven't had that. I haven't had that in a long time.
Well, you don't like the fries,
Right, and it's bottomless.
right?
It's counterintuitive.
Shit, man, I probably haven't been there in 10 years.
I ordered from there like a year ago, and all I bought was fries. I'm not doing
Guys, go up at your door is like, here you go, bud.
So what happens?
Like, you need
You
a hug,
click
man.
on bottomless
Yeah.
and like it's just like a bag.
No, it's like
Give it
fries.
to you in a
Right.
fucking taffy bag.
And what they said, what comes here is I wanted fries. I haven't had fries in such a long time, and they sell like shitty fries at all the restaurants, the
Yeah, sure.
Carl's Jr. and everywhere else here, right? But I wanted fries, so I got fries, and when you get just fries, like the containers that you buy like a rotisserie chicken in,
Yeah.
it's like one of those, but it's fries.
And
Okay.
you just like put an entire like incrustation of that stuff on top of it.
It's well, no, you
You
didn't.
gotta shake it up.
That's what I would do. They don't send it to you that way.
Oh,
They'll give
okay.
you like you can do that, right? I know that. Like my thing is like if I buy McNuggies, right? I open the box, I pour the accoutrements in, and then there we
Oh,
go.
do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They have chicken strips now.
I actually had McNuggies yesterday. I hadn't had them in probably a year.
They're pretty good.
They're
They're good.
delicious.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever the kids come over on Saturday, I buy 2 pizzas, and since William doesn't really like pizza, you can get like 40 nuggets from McDonald's for like $8 or $10, something like that. So I get a whole bunch of nuggets
Huh.
and pizzas, and then throw that at the kids. And then I get my nuggets.
I get my nuggies. Yeah. Those are Dad's nuggies.
One time the kids went and started snagged them all, and I was like, "Hey!" And they're like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Hey, I did the trip. I get some nuggets, man." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, there's some, there's some." Like, I don't need many. Like 4 is fine. I just want the flavor of them, man.
I gotcha. I love McNuggies. So,
They're they're I, they're supposed to be real meat too. So
In theory.
I dated the girl that managed 3 McDonald's. She says they're real meat. I don't know if that's the company line
What,
that
like
they have to
fucking
say.
plug meat or what?
Real chicken. She says it's more chicken than Wendy's.
Oh,
They said Wendy's actually mixes plant stuff with it,
filler.
not cardboard, but basically cardboard.
was cardboard made of? No, it's paper.
Yeah.
Paper's a plant, though.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's free.
Yeah.
So yeah,
There might have been somebody's toilet paper or something.
well, whether that's just a McDonald's person selling their product or not,
Okay.
I don't know. She says those are
Well, they
full meat.
changed.
Full
Remember,
meat.
they changed.
They did.
So, I mean,
away from pink slime.
right. I mean, that's the thing is, I liked them when they were still like 40% kerosene. They don't taste different to me, so I think it's just like like. What do you like about them? It's like the crunchy fried outside.
Yep.
So I think it's the
You
same.
want inside, it don't matter. And I finally got it where I can reheat them, and they're pretty close.
What,
Some
McNuggies?
bullshit.
How the fuck do
How?
they survive?
So with the air
Oh,
fryer,
that's another good
you have to
one.
lower it to like I lower it to like 280 and let it cook for a little while, and it doesn't get dried out and all that kind of stuff.
No, that's not my question. My question is like,
Oh, when you order 40 or 60, sometimes they don't all get eaten.
how?
McNuggies go first.
Yeah.
Always depends on the kids, man. Some of them like pizza more, so they'll eat that.
You don't pie pizza. You go to Little Kaisar's.
No, I get Papa John's
Oh, okay.
on Saturdays.
Put that fucking orange slime on it. Yeah.
Well, Caesars is a Libby special.
That's right. Yeah. I remember somebody in your
Yeah,
in
Libby
your
loves
clan
Little
ate that
Caesars.
dog shit. I'm like, oh,
It's
man.
fine, and they're little. I can't think what they're called right now, but they come in a little 4-pack.
Slime cups.
So they're fantastic. I mean, yeah, there's so much grease in those things, like it's insane. But
All it is olive oil and fucking yellow food dye.
they're delicious little suckers. So I have to say that they're a little pricey for them, but they're good.
What for a little
You get 4-pack, and I guess it's $5. So I guess
from Little C's?
yeah.
Oh,
No,
see, I don't
that's not
even
too
know those
bad.
No,
names.
I
Yeah.
guess
I thought, is it comparable to the fucking like garlic wet that you get from Papa John's? You know what I'm talking about? The
garlic wet.
yeah,
The
that
cup.
yeah.
That's a dipping sauce, man.
The garlic piss. Yeah.
Garlic dipping sauce. I love that stuff.
That's okay.
That's
So
what I was talking about. Yeah.
what are you supposed to dip in it?
Your
Pieces. Yeah.
Okay, so
Or you just like slather it on the pizza.
or you just
Well, I guess you could do that too, but
That's what I always
I
do.
dipped the crust in
okay.
there. I don't know.
I don't. It always comes with it,
Yeah.
which makes you like, is
Well, you
this
get that in a jalapeno.
Yep.
Right?
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Peppercini.
Oh, I'm sorry, pepperoni,
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
which is a jalapeno soaked in piss.
Speaking of piss and stuff, I have an endorsement now that I hooked it up. The self-installed bidet kit that you can put on your toilet has been the best investment of my life.
Okay, I didn't think we were going here, but whatever.
It had to do with like the bathroom. So
I looked at some of them fucking Japanese toilets.
Yeah.
I'd spend less on my car, Jeff.
But this is not that. This is
Yeah.
just the you put it on yourself.
This is a lid.
No.
No, because it's got to attach to your water line.
Yeah.
You actually did that?
Yes. Not correctly on the first try. You're right to ask me. Like,
It's like, man, I
What
don't
is
see
it?
you
Nature
doing this.
wets, yeah.
This is not your usual project, right?
it's it's okay sometimes, to hear a project and say you. But yes, I did fuck it up the first time. You do have to use that the plumber's tape. Yep. Um,
Oh yeah, to connect to the water line. Yeah, sure.
Obviously, he did not do it on the first go.
I thought it was
Wash
like
your ass, not your bathroom.
It
Well,
helps, but it's not necessary.
I thought it was like a redundancy. It's not a
Not a
redundancy.
redundancy.
It's part of the
makes the
seal.
seal. Yeah, right. So that was making it worse. I'm like, it's not tight enough. Right, and then
all you needed was one little bit of tape, and
then it
but now
fucks.
you tightened it too far, and so now it's not gonna.
Well, and also if you tighten it too far, there's two places where you can hook it onto the line, right? One is either off the bottom of the line itself, right, which would be ideal,
Oh,
or
I gotcha.
off of the bottom,
Off the
right there
toilet,
at the
yeah.
tank.
Right
Right?
underneath the tank. Yeah.
I have to do it off the bottom of the tank, right? And so when I was tightening that, I'm yanking it like this. That's connected to the mechanism inside as well.
Right.
So when you're pulling on it,
You're twisting inside.
right? So you're spinning the shit around in your toilet as well, which then you have to fix, which you have to undo.
Why is my toilet running all the time?
And and when you turn on the water and everything just flying all over the place, I'm like, you do get mad, right? So then, because that's the thing is when you do that and then you have to do it again, you have to wait for everything to dry, right?
Yeah, because otherwise you don't know where the leak is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you know where the leak is. It's everywhere. It's everywhere that you didn't see.
What is where you put it? Yeah.
The leak is, yeah. The leak is everywhere I touched. That's the answer. So you then have to wait for it to dry out, and then you do it again, and then you do it with the tape. It takes 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're done. Although I will say that putting that tape on when you're behind there is incredibly difficult. That's why it would have been way easier at the little site. But then once you put that on, man, it's just you pull back for butt. And if you're a lady, you push forward if you want to get that area. Don't have one of those in here. But you do have that double option. It's a game changer.
All right, I might try that.
What inspired you to do this?
Anime.
That would be a good point, but no, it was. I think Amazon called me out. There was
Just said you might like this.
Yeah, there was.
You might need this, sir.
Yeah,
According to your recent shopping history,
You order way too much toilet paper from us.
yeah, like much in the like. It's like when you get a nose hair trimmer for Christmas. It's like we're trying to tell you something.
Oh, I got to tell you, that's actually a game changer too.
My family got me one.
Yeah.
You know why? Because my nose hair grows like a fucking weed.
Right.
you remember when I looked up whatever that devil god thing is that you saw the statue of
Baphomet?
Baphomet?
Yeah.
So when I Googled it, and the first image I looked at was on Amazon,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
I clicked on it.
Did you order one?
No, but now it keeps saying, "Hey, you forgot to buy this."
Oh yeah.
It's like, "Hey, don't you want this statue?" I'm like, no, damn it, that was a Google search.
I may or may not have some Hitler posters. It's like I'm trying to order this book, not paraphernalia.
I was. Yeah, it's funny you say that because I was. It's not on the platform, so I was listening, trying to hear Kanye's new song.
Oh,
It kind of. I mean,
dude, he's been like scrubbed from my my X feed lately.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Well, I guess you gotta opt in. Yeah.
he's not on mine. I don't.
Well,
I
no, I
don't.
followed him, but yeah, like just because I like the occasional like kill away a volcano that comes
Totally understand.
from time to time. Yeah.
But yeah, the Spotify and Amazon and all these other places did not have his new track Heil Hitler, and
Is that his new track?
that's the new track.
You're
Oh
kidding
my
me.
I
god.
shit you not.
Oh, that's why it hasn't been.
That's why.
Got
That's the name of the
it.
song.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah, so I had to go looking for it, and
Well,
you just went straight into the search for it. Yeah.
dude, I saw this bananas poll the other day. You might have seen this on the X as well, actually.
Yeah.
So about like, and it was like how many people, and the crosstabs on this were fascinating. People who had like, like, well, Hitler had some good ideas. Did you see that?
I heard. I didn't hear the results.
Dude, it was hilarious. It was like 21% of black people were like, yeah, man. So, and then like 8% of Asians were kind of like, eh. But then it was like 3% of white people were like, nah. It just showed up on my, and so that's why Kanye's been scrubbed from my Twitter feed because all he's doing is promoting Heil Hitler.
So, and
He's got the full 88s going.
I mean, this is the thing is the problem here is it kind of hits. I mean, this is the problem. It's the song is pretty good,
Oh yeah,
right? He's always like this is the problem with Kanye, despite his like, and I can tell what he's doing, right? We know he's like
I know
mentally
exactly
fucked
what
up,
he's doing.
right?
Yeah.
And there's a component to him where it's kind of like I have a point to make. I don't like the way that you're choosing to make it.
So he's just
It's
leaning
dumb.
right into it.
Well, like go back in time here for a little bit. Go back to your own juvenile mind for a second, right?
Okay.
And think about where if you were in that if you were in that state of mind where you were like 14, right? And
Oh, that's a dark place.
well, okay, that's why I'm going to take you
Yeah,
there,
okay.
right? So you're in a dark place and you feel kind of edgy, right? So you're thinking of things that would
You're punching out, not punching up.
right, and you're trying to
Yeah.
make a point,
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah,
trying to make an
yeah.
artistic point. Now, take this, and let's say that you do that, and you're 14, and it really succeeds, right?
As a white boy, yeah, okay.
Okay, what
That's
happens
different.
is, well, here's the thing: is and people start calling you a genius, right? What do? You do more,
Oh
of it,
yeah, sure,
right?
sure.
And so even if you kind of branch off from there, it's going to be escalating from there. So he has always been sort of like his music, like it fucking hits, right? It's good, generally
Yeah, no,
speaking.
I've heard that many times.
But you
Yeah.
know, when it comes to like the creative part of it, it's like it's trapped somewhere between like 14 and 18. Like, how can I offend people? How can I
Okay.
like? I get why you're trying to make an artistic
So
statement.
that's why
This
he's
is-
getting nerfed on X.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
all the
got it.
places won't carry it. And again, it's having it's having an underground life, right? It's bigger than it would be if they just released it on
But is
platforms.
that dangerous though? I guess that's what I would ask. I mean, yeah.
Break
See?
it down. Why do you say it's dangerous?
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, it depends on who's listening to him. So,
Well, do you believe that basically you give something credence by banning it, by hiding it? That you know, in the same
I
way.
guess, but I'm not at the same point as you are as like a complete, freaking, First Amendment hawk. So,
No, well,
and I mean, there's certain
yeah.
ideas that just need to die on the vine.
that's sort of my
So,
thing here.
yeah.
Is like if you just put it out and just let the thing go out there, people like Kanye released a Hitler track. What a dumbass, right?
Yeah, but he introduced a whole new generation to that, and they don't know the entire context behind it. It's kind of like, fucking stop that. You know,
Yeah, it's
we all know where that's going.
yeah, it's just
Yeah,
this is just like dummies on Xbox Live. That's sort of
right. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. This is what happens when you give people like control over their own avatars.
Right.
Yeah,
They have never made that mistake again.
which is a good thing. You know, because all it is, it's not like really like a kind of ideological kind of thing, but it's just like, can I get away with this? You know, and if people let
I
you
was
get
a
away,
grown ass man doing it.
I know you were. But you got a fucking sign on your thing here. Oh no, you didn't put that one up.
No.
Jolson's out in the garage, huh?
He's in the laundry room.
Even actually, that's kind of worse.
Right.
No, I think you should let whatever needs to be said or wants to be said out there, and people, bad ideas will die.
Well, that was the thing. Was like I've said this before. Is the Klan used to get a permit basically to march in Chicago once a year, right?
Yeah.
And what would happen is the people in Chicago, they wouldn't like be afraid or anything. They would come and laugh at these fucking dumbasses once a year,
But that's
right?
what we do on Twitter now.
But this is what I'm saying though, is the thing where people have declared that like dangerous, ban it, get out of here, right?
Yeah.
Is the kind of thing that gives it some validity and people
It's you tell your kid don't do it. They really want to see what it is that needs to be done. Like
yeah,
it just kind of puts a different appeal on it because people are telling you it shouldn't be.
I don't know. There should be some like guardrails. I mean, we should be able to relearn the same, but not have to like reteach the same lessons 10 times every
But that's what people do.
year. I get it. Yeah.
I don't know. You have a kid. How often do you do the lessons?
well,
Not that often, you know, but
Well, the teenage years.
I did have to
really
go
coming
through with
strong
her
here.
the other day and explain like the Aztecs used to peel skin off people, you know, and they weren't necessarily like, you know, this force of like nature that, you know, like lived in
noble
harmony
and
with everybody else
right,
around them.
right.
I was like, they used to eat people. Well, my teacher didn't tell me that. I was like, no, because she didn't do the, she didn't read the footnotes. Yeah, I get it.
Well, okay, so it's like, well, your teacher would have taught you this if you went to school 40 years ago. They would not
Correct.
teach you this now. This is sort of, it's like
Right.
this is why the Columbus statue stays up. You know,
Wow.
this is like I condone a lot of this kind of stuff, but I also condone a lot of that stuff. There's
That stuff is distinctly bad. Yeah, you know.
it's the same thing where it's every now and then you have to break it out to somebody and say like, I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna blow your mind. It's like you're not gonna believe me, right?
I used to eat people.
I'll tell you one of the things like there was other slavery than transatlantic slavery. You're not gonna believe this shit. Okay.
It still happens. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, all right, now I'm really gonna blow your mind. It's like, you know where most of it went? It's like where? It's like Brazil and the Caribbean and
Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
there's a here's the thing.
In fact, they were really insidious about it because they used to cut your nuts off so they couldn't have any kids. Yeah. So,
Insanity.
which means they need more slaves in the future.
Yeah, because there is this thing. It's like kind of what you want. It's like, well, do you want to make your own, or do you want to like order them fresh from the factory, right?
Oh, they were clearly like, we want them with
OEM?
wrappers on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all OEM.
Yeah, that's the thing is when you say like there was other slavery and also that those ships didn't just come to America, they actually went to a lot of places. Like, let me tell you about why Brazil looks the way that it does. That's not,
Well, yeah, sure, but fine. I mean,
but I mean that's the thing is
no, I get all that, man.
Yeah.
It's just it's kind of funny if you know a little bit about something about anything about this, then, you know, I just got kicked back on that from my daughter the other day. I was like, "Do you know about this?" She's like, "No." It's like, "Well, go check it out."
Right.
It's out there if you want to learn about it. Same thing with the Aztecs. Is like, did you know they ate people? It's like, what? I was like, yeah, people.
Right. Right.
So,
Like animals, but us.
right, hind-legged people.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So because they ate all the animals already.
Right.
So, it's like, well, protein. It's like, yeah, neighbors. So this is bananas, man. Well, I mean, it's fine. And that's why, like, yeah, I mean, sure, it's fine to, like, put all viewpoints out there, but, I mean, do you really benefit from knowing some of them? I mean, that's that point in time where it's like, okay, fine, it's not banned, but, you know, it's out there.
It's
If you
out there,
if you
and
want to go find it, that's fine, but like there should be a point in time where it's like, well, actually, you know what? We probably shouldn't teach that.
right, it doesn't need to be taught, in
It's
school,
it's
but it
a
should be
question of taught,
out
but
there.
I mean, again, it's the same thing. Like Jerry Springer used to have like clan dudes on the show, and they never came across as the good guys.
No,
Right.
they were always they were clowns.
Right.
And they were
Right.
designed to be clowns. But the thing is like it's like all right, so Twitter is a completely different universe from everything else
It's
because
true.
that's where
Yeah.
people go when they don't have like neighbor. Like I can't go to my neighbors and talk about like fucking Klansmanship, you know.
Right.
So, but I can find Klansmen on fucking Twitter, and so
Yeah.
yeah. See, that's kind of the problem.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, cool. That is a perspective. So, but if you're gonna like, if you're gonna opt into a Discord server where that's the perspective,
Right.
does that really need to be there?
I,
Yeah, I
I
get it.
get. I mean,
Yeah,
here's the problem that you're saying here is you're right, but you can't have one without the other. Right. Here's the thing: is
I get it.
you
Yeah,
can't have that public. You can't have this without having. If you've ever seen the Colorado Springs subreddit, it is the most
it's
embarrassing.
awful.
It's the
It
most
is
embarrassing
completely.
location on the planet because I live here.
Well, I don't know if it's the most embarrassing one, but it's like certainly not representative like how most people feel around here. Yeah.
That's correct. There's a lot of like, um, let's organize a boycott of Bob Pankus and
Yeah,
other corny shit. Like,
let's get them fucking trains in this. We should rip up the street and put down fucking light rail. I get it. you know?
and again, there's enough of them people because it's that community that they will downvote the shit out of other people that are like, guys, are you serious? I've lived here for 40 years. Shut the fuck up. You're embarrassing
It's so
yourself.
stupid.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to ride your fucking train.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, it's the same thing where like you guys couldn't find Gaza on a map of Gaza with Gaza labeled. Shut up.
It's pretty small. Too.
Yes.
Yeah. It's pretty small.
And you don't care about it.
I mean, it's not like you're pointing in the middle of Siberia and saying this is Gaza.
Right.
No, it's pretty clear where it is.
Right.
Yeah.
You also know other words than fascism, but you say this like it's the only word that you know.
Just fascism means bad guy.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, and to see that on my local Reddit, my local community Reddit, is what makes it so
But
embarrassing.
even if you go on that Reddit, it's like saying fucking 15 guys, who post
This
over
is
and
a
over
big
and over
city,
again.
so you're bound to have some of those.
Well, and that's where they go. That's
Yeah.
my point.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, fine. So that forum is out there. We just don't need to put any weight on it.
I've
Well,
never read it, so
Well, this is
it doesn't
And
have any
sometimes they
voice.
talk about like, oh my god, yeah, the fucking South Academy's fucked up. Blah. It's like, yeah, okay, cool. I won't drive that way. Thanks. But
right.
then it's like, oh my god, we need to rip up Tejon and turn it into a fucking walkable city. It's like, oh, come on,
Oh
man.
no. One of the biggest threads on there is uh, compile a list of Trump-friendly restaurants and stores so that we can
Trump
boycott
friendly.
them. Yes, yes.
Okay, I don't think they would actually eat the Chick-fil-A anyway, but whatever.
They would eat at Chick-fil-A because they like it.
Not if you're watching, William.
So yeah, that's the kind of thing. I was like, okay, yeah, you exist, but again, there's like 40 of you in here in a city of 500,000.
Same
Yeah.
guys.
So
yeah.
is it really gonna hurt that that's out there?
Yeah, probably not.
No, what hurts is that there are people like Kellogg's, there are people at like Hellman's Mayonnaise and all these other places that look at places like that and say, "Oh, this is a good representation of that area. This is what people think. This is look. They used to do that shit. The same thing. This is why it's kind of blown up now. Is uh, they used to take that and Twitter and social media as a sign of like what people thought. And so like if somebody blew up about like an issue, if somebody like I'm trying to remember, like I think it was Nike. Yeah, I think it might have been Nike. This was like 5-10 years ago, right? They made like leggings like um for like dancing and stuff. And they made them in the style of like those Polynesian tattoos so that they were like clear, but when you put them on, they looked like that kind of thing, right?
Okay.
And like some people got online and started fucking like bitching about it. They pulled them within like a day. But that's the thing is, that's not a representation of what average people actually do or feel. 95% of people, probably 99% of people in that case would be like, I don't even know those are Polynesian. I don't know what to be offended by. My kid thinks they look cool. I'm going to buy them, right?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
But they saw that as like, oh, well, this many people spoke. Multiply that times X to get what the population really thinks, and we'll make our business decisions that way.
All right. Well,
They've stopped doing a lot of that now.
not to derail this
Oh
conversation.
no,
Okay. But speaking of leggings, so I've been wearing
what
these.
compression socks?
Yes,
Oh,
they have completely fucking murdered off my vertigo. So
why?
I don't know. So
When did you start wearing those?
about 2 weeks ago.
I'll tell my mom.
Yeah, they are awesome.
Compression socks.
Yes, and so my doctor told me that, and fucking a, if it was just gone like that.
Did he say why? It is like why these help some people, or
She says that like at certain points in time in your life, you just you don't get enough circulation to your legs. So, and especially if you're very sedentary like I am, so because I teach,
Well-
and I sit at a computer all day.
that increases circulation?
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
How?
you can order different
Compressions.
different compressions. So, and it's supposed to prevent like all kinds of things like different forms of diabetes and stuff like that.
Well, think about all the copper fit stuff.
Well,
It's doing compressions.
I gotta tell you, especially since I drive a lot and stuff like that,
yeah, sure, yeah.
and so if you're sitting on your butt like for a long time, and I'm just saying that last couple of weeks done these, no vertigo, so
like you can feel a
totally.
Well, that's a cheap try.
It was
See if it
$20
works.
on Amazon. Yeah,
That is
Wait,
easy enough try.
Do me a favor, like just send like this group. Send a link to the ones that you bought.
yeah, sure. I will.
So that if we can
Get
recommend,
it
like,
tomorrow.
Yeah, so they have these ones that they go by millimeters of mercury. So, and I got like 15 millimeter mercury compression socks.
Okay.
Gone.
I'll just buy them and send them to
Yeah.
her.
But that's where I was like, how does compression though? How does that increase circulation?
Well, like my doctor told me it was like keeping blood from pooling in your ankles. So
Oh, from pull. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So it's sort of it's almost kind of like straightens it out in some ways.
well, think of it like a glass. If your
Yeah,
leg is like full of blood and you pour more water into it, but it's compressed down,
yeah,
it's a smaller glass, and so it'll get back up in there. Yeah. So, because your body's not working as hard to pump it all the way through your toes and
yeah.
shit.
Okay, that
So
makes
I'm
sense.
just
Okay,
telling you,
yeah.
yeah, they've been great.
I couldn't care less why. If it works,
It
cool.
has worked great for me. So, because I was dizzy as fuck.
Did I feel weird?
The first day or two, it felt like I had a
Always
really
wear
good night's
socks
sleep.
like this. When I wear long pants, my socks are always up.
Well,
But see, I always wore ankle
Yeah,
socks.
I never
Yeah.
wore ankle socks.
I don't wear socks anymore at all.
Well, I have to wear shoes to work, Jeff.
I don't even wear shoes. I cannot put my feet in
No, I
shoes.
can't either, man. It makes my shoes stink.
It's not about stink, man. It just feels weird.
Well, all right. So you remember how I kept having problems with like my foot and my ankle, for running on those? That was the solution, was to take the socks off
Mm.
because the the mismatch in my feet, right, always meant that one shoe was going to be tight and the other one was going to be kind of loose.
Hmm.
And this was the only way that it actually gets a good fit.
Gotcha, because your feet actually stick to the shoes.
That's correct.
Mm.
Because otherwise, what you're doing is you're essentially like packing it in with too much shit, and you're trying to hold it in with
Layers.
extra stuff,
Yeah.
and that actually really fucks up the way that you walk or run.
Run, yeah.
So now I'm fucking barefoot shoes guy.
You're Mr. Flintstone, huh?
I'm Mr. Flintstone. Well, no, because he just didn't wear shoes at all.
Oh, okay.
No, this is
You're
this
not
is
going to Safeway without shoes.
This is
Hey, Fred.
Oh, we went over this. I'm not, like I don't have the Hobbit feet. I would if that could
Get
work.
that toe that sticks up? You know?
It's gross. Just the like pitiful afterthought of Middle Earth. Just like people run through the things of like, what do they like about the society? It's like this. What do you think about hobbits? Like they're there.
The lack of paper.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They kind of stick to themselves. They've been kicked out of 109 countries.
They're all fucking drunken Irishmen. Fuck it.
Well, did they in the books? Did they lean into that sort of like Irish thing that heavily?
I think it was more Welsh. So
Yeah, if I
that's why
recall.
they had weird words for shit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. So, but
It's weird. Well, because there's that thing about potatoes and people go nuts for that. So
mushrooms.
in the movies, there's people saw that as like a like so Irish kind of thing.
Oh. Gotcha. I didn't think about it at all, so.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Let's see if
Try it. Yeah. No,
I'll
they've
send
been
it to
great.
her.
because here's the thing: is we know that our mother has circulation problems,
Yeah.
and that
So, hey.
if it gets my mom, don't get a basketball again. This is all I could hope for.
Yeah, if it's the magic cure, then I am all for it.
It's worked great.
I mean, if they can't find what's wrong,
And that's what
Find
my
whatever
doctor
it is.
told me. She was like, "Well, you've done all these different tests and stuff like that." And I mean, I've gone to like the cardiologist like 3 times in the last fucking year. And every time I go in there, like, "You're fine.
Everything's
You're
good."
fine. Yeah, you're
Right.
good." And she was like,
give it a shot.
"Give this a shot," and it's worked fucking great. So,
Cool.
I just don't think. I think that's something that would be good for her anyway, given.
well, and I was talking to some of my
Circulation, yeah.
students about it, and like a lot of my athletes use them. So,
That makes sense.
yeah, and they're like, "Oh no, why didn't you try that before? I was like, I don't know, because I'm stupid. You know?
Why would I have thought of throwing
Yeah,
on
exactly.
socks?
I don't
Like vertigo.
I don't want to track like you do.
No offense, it was like the last thing I would have thought of is,
This is a good
hey,
point. Yeah, it's like,
put some tube socks on your feet. Huh?
Huh?
What?
Wait, what?
it's like, no, doctor, my brain feels fine.
You're in the wrong spot.
My feet aren't fucking dizzy, okay?
And you're like, fine, look, I can put on socks. What the fuck?
I'm serious, man. It was after a couple days. I was like, holy shit. Yeah.
You notice any other
Do you
effects?
sleep with them on and stuff?
No.
Oh, okay. It's
No.
just, okay.
It's just like, so like in my job, I am on my feet quite a bit.
Mm.
And, you know, but then I go through long periods, like I drive an hour to work every day. And so, you know, you just sedentary at that point in time. And so if you're on your feet for a little bit, like everything like drains
Goes
down.
more.
Yeah, exactly. So
Cool. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
yeah,
thanks,
well,
man.
hopefully it works,
Send it.
man. Yeah. So
Right back where she was.
I get that, man, but yeah, it's like I
Why'd you
mean,
feel-
I've even peeled down on all my meds, you know, and they were like, "Well, what's still going on?" I was still fucking dizzy, and it's like, okay, I guess I'm just getting early onset Parkinson's or something. I have no idea. So
Yeah, she tried peeling off her meds too. She's like, I don't know,
I
is it
peeled
this
off
one?
all my meds, man.
Is it this one? And they're like, no, you need that one for your diabetes. Well, what if I get rid of half of it?
You're gonna
Fine,
get half
try it.
diabetes.
But if your levels go crazy, then you're going right back on it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, we'll
socks?
see.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm safe since I always wear tube socks. So.
I think they're a little bit different, but
These are different. It feels like
Yeah.
wearing pantyhose.
have you tried those?
Have you tried pantyhose,
I have
Will?
not. But I'm in socks and training.
Yeah, you're used to wearing it to your knees. That's
Yeah.
weird. But yours are always like fucking
During summer, yeah.
like this. They're always like bunched around your ankles like
But
an 80s dancer.
Every time where I wear long pants, they're always up.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
I have tried that. Here's the thing: is that is a useless endeavor on my legs.
Because they can't get up over your calves.
That is correct.
they come in different measurements. So you have to, in order to order these, you measure around your calf.
Oh no,
Oh.
that I can understand.
Well, then I guess I can't just straight up order it for her. She'd have to.
Well, you can try them.
She'd have to get the actual measurement of her calf.
Okay.
Well,
It's a
can
tape
she-
measure. Yeah. Just take
Oh,
a piece
God.
of string and, you know.
Roll it. Yeah. All right. I'll give it a go.
you can tell her how to do that. You could send her a picture and a video of how to do that. She'll still say, "Can you do it for me?"
Probably.
What do you mean measure the what? Yeah, the perimeter of your leg. Not the area. We're not going to multiply. We're just going to go
Just go
around.
all the way around one circle.
So if you do the string and then measure the fucking string, no, that's fine. So you know this formula. You're an engineer.
Well, you're already prepared for this conversation. You want to handle it?
Sure. Yeah.
Just tell her to get the small ones first. And if they don't work, get the extra small ones.
Well, with my mom, it's like, is there a child size? Like, get that one.
I'm sure there are. Yeah.
Because there are adults who need to wear children's clothes, and that would be her.
Right.
And William's close to getting like adult clothes.
Yeah, he is getting bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, my daughter wears my wife's old clothes all the time. Yeah. Yeah, that's why she's taller than my wife is now.
Okay, William's not there with that.
Yeah.
Taller than you.
Dyed her hair blue the other day.
That's
Really?
cool.
Yeah, it is pretty
Nice.
cool.
That's
Yeah, it
a
looks pretty
very
good.
teenagery thing to
It
do.
is a very
Yeah.
teenagery thing to do. So She's not quite at the Chloe level of blue yet.
Well, I don't think she's that kind of kid. I don't think
She
she's.
will be. Yeah,
You think?
I think so.
You
Yeah.
think she's? Oh my God, Max! I shot myself. Oh my God!
I hope not, but yeah.
And does she have a weird time reversing friend?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't think of what show you're talking
No,
this
it's
is
a video game.
It's,
about. Oh,
Dude, I've been playing that fucking like Schedule 1 game for the last like 4 or 5 days.
have you?
I I
What-
I sling meth.
That's,
That's what I do.
I mean, the problem is right now there's actually a couple of games that I want to play. I just haven't gotten into it. I haven't had the time.
I don't know what it is about this game. It has nothing to do with crime because the cops are stupid
Right.
in it, and so it's just about building a business and then like finding stuff that people get hooked on.
You know what?
And then
Like,
upcharging them.
what game is this?
It's called Schedule 1. It's a game where you're a drug dealer. And so you start out like growing a couple marijuana plants and then getting a few customers, but then you can go to meth and then the cocaine.
Did you make the blue?
I have not figured out how to make the blue. And see, that's the whole thing is you can make different mixes and you can put everything in there from fucking battery acid to motor oil.
this is,
Yeah.
this is
Oh
great.
my god!
And they have different effects on the townspeople.
Does
so
it kill any of them?
It
Sometimes?
can,
can.
yes, it
It
can.
can make
Yeah.
some of them electric. It
business.
makes them explode. I mean, that's
It can make you fly. And that's the thing is if you take your own product, you get buffs out of it.
but also the town will have people that get electric and stuff like this.
Dude,
because-
I made this drug that's called
Wow.
generizing. It turns everybody from male to female and female.
There you go.
Oh
So this
my God.
this is where this game is taken off. It was made by one guy.
It's made by one dude in Australia.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's
Huh.
another one that's called gingivitis, where if you give it to somebody, they turn into like a red-haired kid with white skin and fucking
There you go.
freckles. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah. There's another one called Tropic Thunder, which will turn anybody white into black.
Holy cow! All right.
It's hilarious. So just been having fun with it. It's stupid. But it's got a really cool mechanic behind it though. So
Well, I mean, here's the trick. Like when I watch a little bit, I still kind of want to get into it. I just don't have I don't have the time. But like it has the gameplay loop is something that worked. It's basically like Cooking Mama. It's sort
it
of
is,
like
yeah.
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 But it's taken in a absurd direction.
And it's completely absurd.
Right.
It is almost like finger in your eye funny
Yeah.
at some of the things that they do in that game. Yeah, it's just it's bananas.
Now keep in mind the people don't look like you and I.
No, they're stick figures.
right.
Oh,
Basically.
So I want you
okay.
to get the visual on this here, Jim.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like you're seeing Greg or somebody and now he's black. He's black Greg. No, these are weird,
Gotcha.
kind of strange, cartoony looking people.
They're
almost,
very cartoony. It's
almost
very South Park.
Simpsons-esque a little bit. But
It's very
not
South
even-
Park
yeah,
like.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Sounds interesting.
It is. It's got a lot more content in it than like a lot of the other,
Right.
early release games that I've played over the last year. So, but it also gets really grindy. And the thing about it is, it's kind of like Valheim in that term
Yeah.
because you're just like, oh shit, yeah, I need to like level up to the point in time where I can like buy drying racks for my weed, so I can
Right.
sell better weed.
Right.
Kind of thing, but there's also a piece of it where it's like, I want to make the most fucked up drug that I can.
Well, it's funny because there used to be this game that it was on the PC, but the first time I played it was on the graphing calculator. It was called Drug Lord, and it was just basically it was like a little 10 text, kind of thing here, where
Sure.
the gameplay was kind of similar to this, but it was basically just about like buying and selling,
Okay.
and it had certain like values, right, that just kept increasing, right? So your stash of things, it was done via your trench coats, which because of the way that the game scaled,
Hmm.
your trench coat could eventually hold 14 guns. And
Oh yeah.
right, and this is the thing is it would just scale like this. And that
Yeah.
was the game was, like inventory management, buying, selling.
Yeah. How
Um,
badass can you get?
that's
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
it was sort of like this, and there was a PC version of this where again it's not graphical, it's just
Yeah. Sure. It's just text. Yeah.
right. Um, and so there's a tiny bit of that in there, but not really. This is the it's just the mechanism. It's a a front for the silliness of the game, but grounds it in something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's a little bit different because you're in a town and you unlock different parts of the town. But then within that town, there's only so many citizens, and they're all in the same like places. So there's a schedule.
Right.
It goes like morning, afternoon, evening, and night. And then people are at different places at different points in times, and so you can actually like get customers by being in the right place at the right time
Right.
and giving
Right.
them the right product, and then they get hooked on your product. But then they expect you to provide them with so much product, and if you don't, they come fucking track you down.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, because they get addicted to your shit. They'll come bang on your doors like, "I need my fix," and that's where you need the weapons. Because sometimes it's like, I got nothing. He's just coming after you with a knife, and it's like, all right, I got a baseball bat. You know,
And that's just part of the silliness is
it
you got
is.
jacked by your own customers.
You get jacked by your own customers. So there's supposed to be another gang in the game that's competing with you because I see other people who are like stoked on shit that's not mine. You know? I'm like, where'd you get that? But I haven't figured that part out yet. So yeah, but it's just it's a goofy, silly, but interesting game. It's really a business simulator because
Right.
you take care of customers, they come back, you give them better shit, they pay more for it. All right, you have to scale up your operation. You can hire employees to grow your weed and shit, and stuff like that. It's just it's a neat little game. It's probably worth about 10, 15 hours of your time. So just for funsies.
Yeah, but that's kind of the thing about games that I'm sort of like looking for now is the like when you went back in time, right? And you're sitting there playing something on your NES on your PC from back
Sure.
a while, right? Very few games were like lifelong experiences,
No.
right?
Yeah, no.
It was something that you jumped in, you played it until you finished it, you were done,
Yeah.
right? And you felt good when it was over.
See, that's one thing this game doesn't have. It's open ended still.
Right.
So there's not an end game, at least not that I found. So I don't think there is, but
Yeah, but that
there
was the
might
thing
be.
was there was you knew when you were done with SimCity. You
Oh,
knew,
totally. Yeah, this one's very much so like that.
you know
It's
what I
like,
mean? It's
how much
just
money you want to make?
right.
Do you want to buy the golden toilet? I don't know. Maybe. You know.
Like when it came down to it, one of the things that I didn't understand for the longest time was, why SimCity came with an option for like disasters. I was like, why would you want to turn these on? Or it's like, oh, because you have gotten to that level
Yeah.
where you want to manage problems that have
Yeah.
do anything.
Yeah. Eventually, you want Gojira to come and like
Right.
fucking kick over your power plant.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Because you want to deal with that. So it's like, okay, but if you're not there, then you're done. You
Yeah.
just
You
turn
don't
it
have to be
off,
there.
and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm at a crossroads of things of what I want to do with my free time because I made the there's that, but there's also another game that they're going crazy for that I want to try out called Claire Obscura, um, which is another thing. It's completely professional, but it's made by an extremely small team. It looks awesome.
What is this?
Claire Obscura,
Okay.
Expedition 33.
What is it?
It's a role playing game.
Okay.
It was made by a team of 30, but it's
It's a pretty
on
big
par.
team. Yeah.
No.
Well, not compared to GTA 6. I get that.
No, this is this is the thing is this is like AAA quality, but made by a 30-person team with like no oversight. So it's all like so I'm very curious about that. But the other problem is that I made the mistake of um, watching a couple episodes of Reacher, and
Oh yeah.
um, I'm sort of I'm almost in love with it, and it's almost
Did
to
you
the
go back and watch the first season?
well, that's where I started. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Season
Yeah.
one's
Yeah.
good.
This is really
Season
good.
one,
this
Yeah.
is this is the problem is like I'm on the verge of like every minute like going to this TV show. I'm like I don't watch that much TV, but I might because I'm not even in love with the show. I'm in love with the character. That's really
Oh, he's great.
yeah.
He's
I mean,
great. Yeah.
it's just so bizarre. It is this character is so bizarre.
He stumbles a little bit in the second season, but third season's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it's the basis behind this is just like it's incredibly dumb, but I kind of like it. And
First season's actually really smart. So
The plot's good.
The plot's
the
really
twists,
good.
all the
Yeah.
good stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's really good.
but it's weird. It's like you remember when I told you guys about like raw dogging?
Yeah. Sure. On a plane. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does that,
Totally.
and that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. It's like these are not normal traits for.
Oh, he's got like $50 in his pocket and an ID that you can't trace. Yeah, I get it. And a
You always
toothbrush.
carry a
Yeah, he always has a
Right,
toothbrush.
right, and he's just it's just the physical. It's got to be part of it. It's just the physical presence of this character is like half the character. Is
Yeah.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
like we joked. Okay, you and I talked about this like it must have been like a year ago. We talked about like we're sort of sick of like pussy heroes.
he is
And
not
this
that.
is this is
He is
like
not
you
that.
know what you get. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like
yeah.
you and I'm kind of digging this.
Did
And
you go watch the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare?
the Ministry of
Is that
Ungentlemanly
Henry
Warfare.
Cavill in there?
No. It's got the same guy though.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. What?
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman. Did you watch that?
Hmm.
Oh fuck, it's great. It's on Amazon. Got a
Oh,
Prime
okay.
account. Go check it out.
Okay.
You would love that movie.
Oh, it's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
he just rolls through it, and he's the same guy, but he's Swedish in that one.
Oh,
And he's killing
okay.
Nazis. So it's great.
Yeah, how that guy doesn't become somebody in Marvel or DC. Like,
Oh, he totally will. He totally will.
he's
Give
built
it
for
5
that.
years.
Yeah.
They'll give him somebody. So,
I'm
but-
sure they've gone to him. And he's like, "Nah, I'm good as Reacher right now."
well, and, I mean, I've seen him do a couple of interviews. Where he's like, I'm just a guy. Like I was gym rat, and got picked up and doing this, having a good time, and yeah. No, he's cool. So yeah,
It's great. Yeah, the first
Yeah,
season
yeah.
is totally good.
the first season is great. The second season sucks for about like the first 3 episodes. Then it starts to get a little better.
But even then,
The end.
it
was
doesn't
dumb.
really.
You can call every plot
Yeah,
point in the
yeah.
first 2 episodes of that. Unlike the first season where it's like, where the fuck is this going? And then eventually like it kind of comes together. So you kind of see, and like the cop is great in that,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the third season's a lot like the first.
I haven't gotten all the way through that one yet.
Oh, really?
No.
It's just there's so much TV. I mean, it's not. I can't. The problem is I can't do what you do, where it's like I'm watching this while this is on.
You can't
I
raw
gotta-
dog that much
yeah,
TV.
I can't at the same time. And on top of that, usually when I watch shit, I have to. You notice how I have all that fidget crap over there. It's either that I have to put the phone aside, I got to put something in my hand so I can actually just watch the show, because my fucking attention span is like 14 seconds these days, unless I have something
me
to
too.
fidget with.
Well, I'll be playing on my phone when I watch stuff too.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm
Yeah.
listening to the whole
Yeah,
time.
I
I
can't
can
do
up and do all this, or I'll work out while watching, and all these kind of things. Clean the house, do all this.
No, see,
cook
like
dinner.
that series, I gotta watch it. So like that's what podcasts are for me. That's when I'm doing other things. Like on the computer grading papers or whatever. Yeah, but no, I was watching Critical Drinker the other night. He was saying that Andor like closed up really good.
So what he said, yeah.
So I might have to go fucking check that thing out, man. I never watched any of it.
Uh-oh, you're getting sucked in?
Is it on Disney?
It is Disney.
Oh god damn it! Never mind.
So, I mean, if you want to watch it, there's ways.
I
Okay,
have an account.
I
I don't
might
know how Nazi they are
hit you up.
about
We
where
can all
you are
sail
watching
together
it,
here on
yeah.
the high siege.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, okay. So,
But yes, if you want my
well, Reacher's on Amazon though.
Yeah, that's not a
Yeah,
problem.
okay, yeah.
But, yeah, that's not a problem. But yeah, if there's, I'm not. Television's ruined. It's
Ruined.
it's in its worst possible place right now. Where after the momentary like cable Big Bang, the content is spread to the farthest parts of the universe before contracting again.
You do have to travel pretty far.
And just people are like, oh, that's a great sounding show. What's it on? Peacock. Sorry, I don't know what galaxy that's.
Yeah. How many parsecs away is that?
I can't tell you. It's light is finally just reaching this part of the.
I think between me and my girlfriend we have every streaming platform.
I have none.
I don't know. I can see. I can't even count them all.
We got Netflix, Prime, obviously, Max, Peacock, Disney, Apple, Hulu.
Is this like $300 a month? Right?
No,
Man, he pays for cable.
yeah, that's
Oh,
expensive.
jeez.
This motherfucker actually pays for TV.
I'll pay for TV. I plucked my TV from the fucking airwaves.
I need my TV for sports.
But they've gone ahead and blown up sports now to the they spread sports to the four winds now.
Yeah, but those are all
The
delayed.
Death Star.
Actually, you know that's
true.
You guys don't have like MLB, NBA All Access.
No, you're right. I don't have those.
I don't think that's something that Nikki would have. It's just like she's like, I've got an HL League pass.
No.
Like,
But
I've always got the MLB. It costs like $100 an extra
See?
month. Yeah.
But you don't get the local games.
She actually does because she paid extra for the Rockies now.
Oh, gotcha.
Uh,
I mean, why you'd want to watch that?
okay, fine, man. I'd watch the Titanic on loop. So it was so bad. At least we got rid of the coach, man.
because that's the problem.
No, man. I mean, like, all right. So I'm sorry. I'm not going to fight against the Montforts no more because it's their fucking team. Okay. So, but my brother and I were going through this the other day, and Rockies are actually middle tier when it comes to how much. Yeah, for
That's what I
pay.
was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to go look that up. I was like, well, okay, so you got to get a coach at least half as better than the rest of the league, So you got to do something.
You can't have your biggest money player never play.
Correct. Yeah.
And not suck.
I know.
So,
but come on, man. There's only so many leagues. There's only so many teams in the league. You got to find somebody who can actually coach better.
They could easily build
Totally
a quality team
Yeah.
for on the cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have.
They have
That's
several
the thing
times.
is
Yeah.
they have.
Yeah.
Then they go on to be Yankees or get split up to other places because that's how it goes.
Well, and then that's fine because you should be doing that. You should get the hitters to come here, inflate their numbers, trade them off, build
Yeah,
your farm,
yeah.
and keep cycling.
Two things for
Yeah.
one, right?
You
Hopefully
have-
pitchers.
You draft pitchers. You get cheap. You get hitters on the cheap that want to come here and just pad their stats.
There you go.
Then it's exciting. You
You
go
sell
ahead and
tickets.
sell tickets. If you don't have a great year, you sell the pieces.
Score
dump it
8
back
runs.
in,
Everyone
build
gets
everything back
tacos.
up.
Yes, everybody gets
Yes.
tacos.
It's an easy game plan,
Right.
and they just cannot do it. I don't know. don't understand it. You guys did it when you first started with
Totally
Bichette,
did.
Young, Galarraga. These guys were nobodies.
Walker. Yeah.
Like
Who am I missing? Oh, no, that's a good list. But there was...
Castilla.
okay.
Vinny
Okay.
Castilla. Yeah.
Like it was. These guys were nobodies, and then
They got
they
a
come in here
name.
and you start smashing out of the park, and then when they're getting old and you're not that great that year, you trade them off and you get stuff back, and then you just cycle
Yeah,
it
and then
through.
they go to St. Louis and get a ring. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine
right,
though, because Colorado people cheer for people.
yeah. Totally.
They
Except
do.
for Arenado. I really didn't like that guy because of how he left.
Ah,
Like, I'm going to hold that against him.
no, I'm not going to hold that against him. My daughter got a ball out of him. So,
Yeah.
Oh, so
all
that's
right,
cool.
yeah.
I'm not going to, no, seriously, I'm not going to give anybody a hard time. That,
Burn.
fair enough.
I'm just like that with Ratnan.
Oh, Miko?
Yeah.
Uh,
Burn.
Fuck that. Miko's great.
So, but that's how I do sports.
Yeah, yeah. No, but that makes sense. So, oh well, the season's already cooked. So,
Oh yeah. It's just if they're gonna set the record or not. That was set last year.
I know. Yes. So
It was like an 80-year record, and then
not the fucking White Sox off that one. Yeah.
the White Sox are like, God damn, we sucked last year. How the hell can they suck worse than us?
Well, if we try really hard.
White Sox, see, they also have the distinct benefit of being around as long as like baseball has been around.
Yeah.
So you're going to have like an albatross record one way or another because of your history, right? We're a young team still.
Yeah, but it's
Oddly enough.
gonna come out in the wash, man. I mean, depends on how bad it is. So
You know what? It's funny. There was I don't know. Was it Denver who really played badly on Monday nights or something like this, where they had like there was a string wherever I'd watch them wherever they're like, no team has ever won when they gave up 346 yards in the second half. And then you'd watch the game, and Denver would give up 349 yards in the second half, which would be like a league record.
on a Monday night,
Right? There would always be this weird like stat where it's like, nobody's been this shitty in this statistic, and then Denver would set it. Now they were never like terrible, like stupid, like 0-16. They're not Cleveland records,
No.
but they would always have gave up most rushing yards in
They
history,
did
stuff
some
like that.
couple jackwagons that were nobodies.
You know what I'm talking about? Because I
Yeah.
remember I like the Ravens had a loser running back that fucking blew them apart.
Jamal Lewis. Wasn't that his name?
This is
Jamal.
30 drafts ago, but yeah,
might have been.
But he had like two
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
games that season, and Denver was like half of his yards because it was like 400 yards.
Well, the record's like 300. He didn't set
It's something like that, but it was a
Huge
huge
fucking-
number. Like 298 yards or some shit like that. It was like crazy.
Yeah, that is true. That has happened.
So there has been there's been a little bit of you brought this up last time. There's been a little bit of yakking about Belichick and his girlfriend. It's bled to the outside. It's made it into
It's
Mainstream.
totally out there.
Yeah, he's going on like Good Morning America and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
she's gonna be in the background.
Like,
yeah.
what the? This isn't.
Yeah, and it's
What?
weird because she's there, and it's like, what are you doing? She's like, well, I'm selling like homemade lotion on Etsy. It's
Dude, I played enough Witcher 3 to know it's succubus what I see. I don't know, man. He's a big enough
Yeah.
whale. Like, whatever.
He is actively having his life force sexually sucked out of him at this point.
He might
So-
like it too, yeah.
Well,
Well, like his former players were like, this is the same guy that was like, you don't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
right.
You don't say anything.
Never bring
no
your girlfriend
word, no
in the locker
nothing.
room, let alone a
Yeah.
weapon. Yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah.
know, they're just like, who is this guy, man?
It's like, well, I'm the coach of North Carolina.
He's like, I have
I don't give a
20-something-year-old girlfriend.
Like
And
all of his players, but like, yeah.
he's like, yeah, but I'm an old troll.
Dude, he is, dude. So
Well, so if you recall, there was an episode of the Golden Girls where
I
um,
don't, but sure.
so Betty White's character, she had a near-death experience,
Okay.
right? And so she made this vow. Uh,
To sleep with a 25-year-old guy? I don't remember that happening.
that didn't happen, but what she said was because she didn't know when her time was coming, she had to live every life to the fullest. So she started doing things that were way out of character, and she had to go back to how she was at the beginning because it was too much for her. And maybe there's something where like Belichick like almost got in a car wreck or something, and he's like, "What have I
Slipped in
done?"
the bathtub.
Right?
You
Yeah.
know? It's like I could die tomorrow. Better eat more cheeseburgers.
So yeah, he hit that like dry patch of like cream of wheat, and somebody had to like kick his stomach 4 times to get him to cough it up. He's like, "This is about it for me." And now he's looking over his millions, saying, "What have I done?" And this is
Where's
it.
my money gonna go?
Hey
Right.
man, I'm
Hello,
I'm
honey.
fine with all of this, on the like surface level,
Yeah.
but you just have to look at it at some point in time where it's like, all right, so he's worth probably what, a couple hundred million, I have no idea,
Undoubted. Yeah.
whatever. All right, kind of thing. So, but he's just also kind of like, all right, so I've been put out to pasture in football land, you know.
Right. Right.
So whatever, and it's just one of those things like, bro, I hope you have like a decent estate attorney. So, because you're not stupid enough yet. You're not Joe Biden levels of retarded
Like, I
at this
don't even
point in
know if
time.
he has
Yeah,
kids and all that stuff.
He has
he
kids,
does.
Does he?
and
Yeah,
Okay.
here's
he
what I'm going
does.
to tell you. He has kids. His daughter,
Oh, yeah, his son was like a coach, too.
his daughter is 41. Stephen is 38, and Brian is 37. They are all older than his girlfriend.
What are they, like an accountant?
One's a coach
a
because
coach.
they
And the
thought
other
they
one's a
were going to groom
homemaker,
him into.
kind of thing.
And this is the thing that again, think about their position because they're like this fucking 25-year-old.
God, the looks they must give.
Well, it's not just the looks. It's like you're talking about 3 kids who are basically like this fucking bitch is going to carve up our legacy. This
Well,
girl that's younger than we are.
I maybe. I mean, come on, man. I'm gonna give him a little bit of credit where he's actually gonna like carve off.
He says there's 2 million max.
Yeah,
for
this
it.
is fun money's over here.
Yeah.
You know.
The courts will decide that.
No, you
Well,
can make a
I'm
trust.
sure it's already been decided.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
that's
make a
the
trust,
thing.
and the courts don't get a say.
So here's the thing that she's doing. In some respects, she's like, all right, fine. Like this is the whole hippopotamus and fucking gazelle thing.
Go on.
I don't want to think about that. But,
Okay. I see. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
you know where I'm going with that.
Sure,
But,
sure.
it's like, all right, fine. I've already got my kingdom.
Right.
Kind of like, whatever. Scrape off a bit of that and you have fun with it, kind of thing. Because he's what, 74?
Is that right about
Somewhere
there?
there.
Something like that. Okay, fine, man. Have fun. Whatever. But you're not gonna tell me the guy's got that many rings underneath his belt and, has been involved with contract negotiations since the 60s.
He's got people.
He's got
He's
peeps
got
that are
people
watching out
that
for
are,
him. And so whatever. And so fine, if she gets like on the Today Show because of that, cool.
No, it's yeah.
Whatever, man. The guy's earned his
Guarantee
spot.
you,
Yeah.
he's got a trust that sets up his money that's going to
Totally.
go to his
Yeah.
kids, and nothing she does can
It's
change
gonna be like one of those like 90-year-old men who has like a 25-year-old girlfriend and like screws out like 4 generations of family. This is not that case, man.
No, this is not Hefner or anything, but no,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
and obviously this is not going to be the thing that takes away when they say like, um, what do you remember about Coach? And they're going to overlook all of those Super Bowls and all of those playoff victories,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
It's going to be because he's not. Here's the thing: is he's not in like Prince Harry territory where his dumb wife is like she's commandeered his brain. Where like you're talking about a dude who actually went to fucking Iraq, right? He fought in the military.
Who, Harry?
Yes, he's
Fought.
more than his brother did.
Well, I don't know anything about that, but I guarantee you that they were never in any danger anywhere.
At least he was deployed out there.
Okay, fine.
But
Yeah, so is fucking Anderson Cooper. But we're in danger.
fucking
You know?
Elvis was in the army, so I mean, but he wasn't like,
They didn't send him to Korea.
yeah,
No,
he
yeah.
wasn't flying like fucking RAF missions or anything. But
No.
he was living off base with his mom and dad. So there's a little bit different. But he was actually out there. I think he was either in Iraq or Afghanistan.
I think he was in Afghanistan for a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like his legacy is being overshadowed by his stupid wife that will not stop saying stupid things.
Well, I
and
get that,
dragging
but
him
like
into
he's an offshoot. Like
right.
yeah, I mean, like her ability to actually go out there and try and gin up stupid business based upon like mulberry jam and stuff is like
Well, she's very activist. She's
I
I
I,
don't know.
I get that. That's fine. All right, but that's not what Bill Belichick's girlfriend is doing.
No,
Yeah,
she's
and that's
actually
not. I don't think these are equivalent because
she's like
I'm pretty sure that Bill knows exactly what he's doing here. So you
I,
know,
I don't think yeah, Patrick. I don't think he's like he has 3 children. And this is like I finally met my soulmate. She understands me. She gets
right? Yeah, that's my point.
so that's okay.
Whereas Prince Harry is 33 says like, "Oh my God, I've got 3 nieces and nephews now. I'm fucking fucked." You know,
Right.
I don't think this is. I don't think these are equivalent. You know?
You never see him just in the other room like shut up.
No,
Just
of course not. Yeah, no. So, and I mean, on top of it, it's almost like equally irrelevant. You know?
your fake loyalty. I mean, it's yeah,
Well, yeah, they slapped her pee last week for like using the HRH title or whatever it is
right,
to like
right.
market fucking beauty products. We're like, no,
That's not for that.
it's not for that. Yeah, I know, I get it, and I don't
That's
care how activist she is. She can be as active as she wants to fucking be. Whatever.
yeah.
Doesn't matter. Okay, but like Bill Belichick's girlfriend, I think she's pretty clear on where she fits in this type of thing.
Hey, dude. Again, like it's as far as I'm concerned, I'm like, hey, you've lived a good life. Um, everybody is entitled to like a Corvette or something like that, and how you choose.
Hippos and Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
How you choose to manage. It's like
Just climb on up there.
it's like you saved up to buy something. You bought
You
this.
bought this. Yeah, exactly.
Now remember, you still have to walk it and feed it, and like
Take it to the vet every now and then. Yeah. Make sure it gets its shots. Yeah. Yeah.
all right.
There you go.
Okay.
And on
So,
that note,
yeah. Sometimes you own dogs, sometimes dog owns you.
Any additional thoughts?
Go Nuggets. They're down 3-2, so
Oh, but they're still in it.
they're still in it.
But are they playing now?
No.
Oh,
They
okay.
play tomorrow.
Okay.
I wouldn't be here if they were playing.
Oh, okay, because it's elimination.
If it's a playoff game for the Nuggets, I'm not going to be
Okay, gotcha. All right.
What, Sunday?
here. Sunday I have the kids too, but
Oh, okay.
if the playoff game is during the show, I'm not going to be here.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
I will easily make a disclaimer.
Okay.
But yes, go Nuggets.
Go listen to Donald Trump's speech yesterday.
Which one?
The one he did in Saudi Arabia.
Hmm.
It's fantastic.
I did watch that.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fantastic. Anyway,
All right.
I'm Pat.
I'm Will.
Jeffrey.
I'm Chad. Yeah, okay. Hitting the button.
Bye.